Let's start. This is the example of a database transaction system that illustrates the action of users and the processed transactions in the banking system. We all visit the ATM to withdraw money from time to time. However, if a problem such as insufficient funds, invalid account number, or a hardware failure prevents one or two of the statements in the transaction from completing, the entire transaction must be rolled back so that the balance of all accounts is correct. How is this done? The answer is Database Transaction Management, DTM. Let's learn what a database transaction is. A database transaction is a logical unit of database operations which are executed. It is also a process of user requests for retrieving data or updating the database. Click Next to learn more. Database transactions have four features known as ACID: atomic, consistent, isolated, and durable, which are atomic, all or nothing. All of the tasks of a database transaction must be completed. If any are incomplete, the database transaction must be aborted. Consistent. The database must be in a consistent state before and after the database transaction. It means that a database transaction must not break the database integrity constraints. Isolated. Data used during the execution of a database transaction must not be used by another database transaction until the execution is completed. Durable. Database changes are permanent after the transaction completes. Let's learn about database transaction statements. There are three statements that occur in a database transaction. The start transaction statement. This begins a new transaction. The commit. This commits the current transaction, making its changes permanent. The rollback. This rolls back the current transaction, cancelling its changes. Click on the example button to learn more. As we can see from the example, the start transaction statement is the beginning of a new transaction. Then, all processes will be updated. If errors occur in this transaction, the system will do a rollback. After all transactions have been completed, we make all changes permanent. This is known as the commit statement.